And then half kneel, if you put, hold the handles again,
Yeah.
put one leg straight down.
So hanging
That's
down.
it, yes. And this put a little bit more central. That's it, yeah. So you just support yourself on your right shin. And then it's quite hard work on the legs. And again, you've got to keep your hips well up. That's it. And then try and get your balance. Maybe collapsing right to left. And then put your arms out. That's good. That's a good one. No hollow backs.
Oh, yeah, I can feel this is my tighter side.
Oh, yeah. It's quite hard work to keep those pillars really stretched, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you really want to make sure that there's hips are forward, so you open up the hip joint at the front. So if you put your hands on your bottom, that's it, and then you're pushing your hips forward. Keep that left one.
Yeah, that's my stiffer hip. It's really hard. I feel how tight I am in there.
If you turn your right toe out slightly, right knee out, that's it. That helps a little bit. Okay, but you might want to just change legs. It's hard work on the legs anyway. Fine, because if you look at the TV screen now, you see your back centered straight. And by sitting like that, because you're sort of seated sort of hanging in midair a little bit, it lengthens your lower back nicely, gives it a nice stretch.
Yeah, because you can feel a lot more movement coming through your body.
Exactly, yes. And because of the sideways move, it's an unfamiliar movement, so it actually just gives you a better feedback on where your body is in relation to where you're sitting. That's good. And then you put your arms out to the side, and then basically you're trying to imagine that somebody is holding onto your shoulders for support. So you've got to keep your nice and supported up your back and your shoulders, and allow the horse to move underneath you. Watching it hollow your back. You might actually want to wriggle yourself a little bit more towards the door, just a little bit. That's it. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Still lengthening your back so from the waist down. So when you think of sort of sitting tall, watch you don't end up lifting your ribs and then hollowing your back.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've got to use my core more.
You have, yes. Yeah.
Which one have you?
On the real horse as well, you're much wider at the back, sitting like that, than when you're sitting normally on the saddle with the narrow twist. So sitting facing the tail, you really have a good stretch through your hips.
Yeah, because facing forwards you can feel up here, but this way you can feel it more in your hips.
It really does stretch you, yes. Stretch one side slightly differently to the other side. So as you change from the left side to the right side, it's slightly different movements. I think on the real horse that can sometimes be more exaggerated because of the shape of the back and sitting in that. But it's certainly you're making sure that you're not leaning, keeping your shoulders over those seat bones. Imagine you're carrying someone on your shoulders, put the arms out to the side again. That's it. So you're letting that go through your pelvis. That's good. That's good. And so just being in a slightly unfamiliar place on the horse, you learn to absorb the horse in a different, unfamiliar way. And then if you come back to the front again, it gives you a slightly different thing. Okay, so where are my seat bones? Am I really letting down in the lower back? You're really sitting on your bum, lengthening that lower back for you because of your slight tendency to hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going on this faster speed now. So again, it's finding the hip joint here, because you're doing a little too much in here. So it's finding this backwards. You've got basically your bum must keep filling the back of the saddle, the backward swing. And not too much of a hip thrust on the front. I know, you need to just simply be a little bit more forward in your upper body.
Yeah, I want to lean back.
Think almost let the hips go behind your shoulders, so the other way. Yeah? Let the hips go back. And this bit quieter, so this is the bit that's working there. And then follow with your arms. Back, just move. And then on that forward swing here, if you're not careful as you go forward with your feet, you lean back in your shoulders. And then to go the other side a minute. Just a little bit more forward, a bit. That's it. Before a little too much movement in the upper body.
Not enough in the
Not
hip.
enough in the hip joint itself. And it's the hip joint that moves, not the pelvis. You don't tip your pelvis backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I can feel that's what I've got to watch if I want to tip onto my foot because I'm so tight. tight in
Yeah,
my
and you
hip.
end up then
Yeah.
locking your pelvis.
Instead of opening the hip.
The hip joint needs to be really soft in there. Let the hips go, let your pelvis go behind you on that backward swing, and then just let it catch up naturally. If you look at the picture on the left there, Rachel, see how far forward he is from that moment of the canter?
Yeah.
And then if you did it like a fraction of a second later, it would be vertical.
Yeah.
And on that beat, which is there, it's allowing that pelvis to go back and allowing it to catch up. That's it. Good. Good. So what you can do in this beat is sit one, stand one, like show jumping sit. Stand one complete. 1, 2. 1, 2. Sit, stand. Stand up for longer.
Well, I've got no coordination.
1, 2. And on 2, stop them. The hips back. Back. Wash. Wash. That's better. Wash. 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 No holding here. Again, we got, see on your TV screen, this white bit here on the screen.
Yeah.
Your head should pretty much go up and down on that line. Not forward,
not
backwards.
forward.
Yeah? And this bit that goes back. Up, back. Up, back. That's good. No, follow it. Body up. Just stay standing now. Up here a bit more. That's it. Okay, okay. That's good. And then try to sit and standing again. Alright. So this bit goes back. So you got up, back. So your shoulders are actually going up and down.
Yeah.
And your hips, your pelvis is going backwards and catching up to forward again. So this is your riding trot canter really. It's a very good way of teaching riding trot. It's what you're doing, and you have to really soften that hip joint on the sit and really fold into the horse. And in fact, even on the trotting model, people find it quite difficult for some reason on these mechanical horses. That's good. Oh, let's maybe improve the hips a bit. And we'll free.